Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Unveiled Truths. I hope everybody's being safe out there with all this going on, and if you got hit by the winter storm, I hope that you're warm. So today I'm going to be going over the word faith, because faith is a really important word, and I'm actually going to use Daniel chapter 3 for this teaching or learning, I guess. We gonna learn y'all something. No, alright. So in the Hebrew Strongs, and I'm just gonna use the Strong's, I'm not using my ancient Hebrew lexicon, so if y'all have a ancient Hebrew lexicon, I'll give y'all the numbers for sure. So 529 and 530 for the Hebrew, and most common in the Greek is 4102. It just practically means trust. But in the Greek in the Hebrew it's trusty, in the Greek it's reliance or trust, so pretty much trust. And just to give y'all a little bit of a backstory, just in case y'all haven't read Daniel's chapter 3, King Nebuchadnezzar made this statue, and he expected at a certain time every day for everybody to come and bow down to it. And if they didn't, then they was going to be thrown into this fire, and so forth. So I'm just going to skip some way through it. I'm going to start on verse 19. It says, "Then Nebuchadnezzar was full of fury, and the expression of his face changed toward Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego." And the reason that his expression changed, or the expression on his face changed toward them, is because they did not bow to the idol. So he spoke and commanded that they heat the furnace 7 times more than it was usually heated, and he commanded certain mighty men of valor who were in his army to bind Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego and cast them into the burning fiery furnace. Then these men were bound in their coats, their trousers, and their turbans, and their other garments, and they was cast into the midst of the burning fiery furnace. Therefore, because the king's command was urgent, and the furnace exceedingly hot, the flame of the fire killed those men who took up Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. And these 3 men, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, fell down, bound into the midst of the burning fiery furnace. Then King Nebuchadnezzar was astonished, and he rose in haste, and spoke, saying to his counselors, "Did we not cast 3 men bound into the midst of the fire?" They answered and said to the king, "True, O king." "Look," he answered, "I see 4 men loose, walking in the midst of the fire, and they are not hurt, and the form of the 4th is like the Son of God." So this is just, he's having a miraculous time right now. He's trying to figure out how 3 men turned into 4 men, for one. And secondly, how are these men just walking around like they are unfazed by this exceedingly hot fire? Then Nebuchadnezzar went near the mouth of the burning fiery furnace and spoke, saying, "Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, servants of the Most High God, come out and come here." See, so even Nebuchadnezzar acknowledged that Yah is the Most High God. Even a pagan acknowledged this, which is amazing. And Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, servants of the Most High, come out and come here. Then Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego came from the midst of the fire. And the satraps, the minister, governors, and kings' counselors gathered together, and they saw these men, of whose body the fire had no power. The hair of their head was not singed, nor were their garments affected, and the smell of fire was not on them. So you can only imagine how blown these guys' minds are. They're like, how is this even possible, besides the power of the Most High God? And they're serving other gods, but yet even they see the miracles. Nebuchadnezzar spoke, saying, Blessed be the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. And here it comes. He's about to tell us pretty much what faith is. Who sent his angel and delivered his servants who trusted in him. That's the only reason that they did this, because they trusted in the Most High Yah. And they have frustrated the king's word and yielded their own bodies. They was willing to give their own bodies to keep the commands of Yah, because they trusted in Yah so much. That they should not serve nor worship any god except their own God. Therefore I make a decree that any people, nation, or language which speaks anything amiss against the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego shall be cut in pieces, and their houses shall be made an ash heap, because there is no other God who can deliver like this. Then the king promoted Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego and the province of Babylon. So this, just their show of faith, had this pagan king pretty much marveled and mind blown, because their God, Yah Most High, saved them from an exceedingly hot fire. And that's what faith is about, trusting in Most High Yah, that He can deliver you from anything, that He can provide for you for anything, and just all that, just having absolute trust in the Most High Yah. Obviously, we still mess up, we're humans or such, but He says to trust in Him with all your heart, with all your strength, and with all your being, and to love Him that way, because that's how we love God. We love God by keeping His Torah. So, and it's a form of trust. That's even what Nebuchadnezzar, even he admitted that. He says to trust in their God, and did not bow to any idol, even though they was having their own flesh on the line. They knew the punishment, and yet they still did it, because that's how much they loved God. That's how much they trusted in Him. And that's how much they was pretty much, you could say, even seeking for God, for deliverance out of that. They was just willing to lay down their life for the commands of God. And a lot of people, they say that they want to be men of God or whatnot, or women of God, but sometimes I don't think that we know the full, what do you call it, oh man, I'm at a loss of words right now. The full, maybe I'm using the wrong term, full. Maybe they don't know all of what comes with it. Yeah, there we go. They don't know what all comes with it. Sometimes we have to put our life on the line for the faith in God, like, especially nowadays, because it's just so easy to get persecuted nowadays. Like, we have to have faith in God, because that's how we're going to make it right there. Faith in God and the Messiah, for sure. So, it is what it is. So, I hope that y'all enjoyed it. I hope that y'all learned something. And shalom, and love you guys.